Good afternoon, Pool Player Nation. Welcome back to Las Vegas for continuing coverage of the 2025 U.S. Amateur Championship presented by the APA, and our coverage brought to you by our good friends at PoolDog.com. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, and I am joined by Double J, Jeremy Jones. Jeremy, we started with 41 players in the women's division. We're down to just 3 now, 2 of which will be going head-to-head in this next match for a spot in the championship final opposite Tatum Cutting, who we saw in the last match.
Yeah, that was a great match. Expect this one to be a great match. One that just came off a loss, one that's been putting some wins away, so we'll see how it unfolds.
So let's take a quick look at the U.S. Amateur Championship format. The women's division is a double elimination tournament, with the exception of the final match, which is an extended race. This match here is going to be a race to 5, 3 games of 8-ball up to 6 games of 9-ball. The winner of the lag here can opt to choose either the format or they can take the break. And now let's meet the 2 women who will be competing in this match. First up from Chesapeake, Virginia, we have Kaley Sullivan, and from San Diego, California, we have Nellie Del Rosario, who we saw in the hot seat match. So one of these ladies is going to move on to the championship. The other is going to exit in 3rd place. The ladies are ready to get things started. Let's take you down to the pit for the start of the semifinal match in the women's division of the U.S. Amateur Championship.
These lags look pretty close. Kind of like a little hot.
We don't have the overhead yet, so tough to tell. There we go. Looks like Nellie.
They're going to both look from the other side.
I'll have the referee take a look, but what do you think?
It looks like the one ball, but I'm always
fooled.
fooled.
It's going to be a relag?
Could be. And it was Nellie that took the lag. I think she wants the break, so Kaley will pick the format, or the discipline, rather.
It looks like she has chosen 8-ball. So Kaley Sullivan just eliminated Kendra Prestegard, our defending champion. Kendra finishes in a very respectable 4th place here at the women's division of this year's U.S. Amateur Championship. Congratulations to her.
That also tells us we'll have a new champion.
Yes.
On the ladies' side.
Play continues in the open division. We won't arrive to the semifinal rounds until tomorrow. We'll have 2 semifinal rounds and the championship round. As Kaley works on this first rack. Oh, Kaley knocked out Stacy Bourbeau as well. Watch out.
Yeah, taking some scalps.
Giant killer there.
Well, she's from a historic place in America for pool, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Home of the
U.S. Open for many years.
Yeah.
That's where it started, Norfolk area.
This is Nellie Del Rosario at the table. Nellie went hill in the hot seat match. Had some chances to put it away, just couldn't quite get it done against Tatum Cutting.
Yeah, much better break off than she had in the 8-ball.
And you do wonder, she's now played on this table 1 match, and a little bit of an advantage that she has over Kaley.
Yeah, even though a loss, it was a really good match, and like Jason said, it's only going to do good things for her having that match on this table. And the solids, that's what she's made, and that's what you want here anyways, so could be a really good start for Nellie. These are very doable. Now what she needs to get on quickly is the 5-ball. I don't think it goes in the side, so you want to get on that ball for the corner. That's really the problem ball. Yeah, just kind of got in between. Now did she get enough to get the 3? I think she did. If she did, that's what you want to take on. Of course, I said the 5, but the 5's not makeable. I can see right down the line, so should be the 3 drawback for that 5-ball, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Looking over some of the bracket here. Brian Parks still in play here.
Yeah, this is where you don't want to overthink it. Again, just draw the cue ball back, take the shot on the 5. Play the 5 and then the 4. Well, she's hitting a little middle of the cue ball, so I don't know. Yeah. And there she played it with inside, trying to get a little better on the 5, and she knocks the balls in really nice. So a lot of times you just want to keep it more simple.
Former champion Jacob Watson is out. Lost to Ernesto Bayawa. Kind of an early exit for Jacob.
Yeah, that's a...
Watched his match yesterday.
Yeah, it's an early exit, but that is a repeat match of our final when Jacob won a few years ago. So, and Ernesto, his APA career speaks for itself.
So Ernesto Bayawa is still alive. If he can win this current match, he'd square off against another former champ, Pete Genovese, who we have not seen down here in a while in the U.S. Amateur.
It looks like she's going to go on the safe side of things. Could attack on the 9, but doesn't see much future in the run out. So
Nellie back to the table here. Still thinking about that last match Nellie played. I do feel like Tatum just was a little more patient. More patient. Nellie was... She was patient, but she wasn't as patient, unfortunately, and I think that was the difference.
Yeah, and, her 8-ball skills are good, but I just watching that one match, and it was a small sample size, so we'll see moving forward, but it just seemed like Tatum, it's Tatum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she just played the game a little bit better overall. You had a little more experience in the 8-ball maybe. Okay, interesting. Now she's going to attack. The situation really not a whole lot different. She needs to move forward here off the 12 into position for the 15-11. She can open the 13 with the 10, but still not the easiest to get a shot. Yeah, maybe bump the 6, bring the cue ball near the 4. Trying to eliminate options.
Nellie has played here 3 times at the U.S. Amateur Championship. Placed 5th in 2016. She mentioned one of her last matches here last time went hill, and she scratched on the 9 ball. Ooh. She's held on to that, used it as a motivator. Here she is.
Yeah.
Going to finish no worse than third and maybe get a chance at Tatum, a little rematch in the championship if she can knock out Kaley here.
Yeah, it looks like she's trying to play the 10, but felt like that was the ball to leave to try and open the problem with the 13. Really nice stroke. All right, she's going to try and bump the 8 maybe a hair. She's got a little bit of an angle here. I don't know if it's enough to really work the cue ball into the 13 or not. Got to get a lot on it, really. I mean, a lot into the ball to get enough power to open the balls and get some separation. Oh,
nice.
Great hit, yeah.
Oh, no reward, though. Scratches in that lower corner. Ball in hand to Nellie.
Yeah, pick off the 5 first, I think. You can play the 3, then the 5, then the 4, 6, but the 5's kind of out in space. The 3's kind of by itself. Those would be the 2 balls you want to get first. Probably play the 3 and then the 5. Then you have a pretty easy shot on the 4 on the side, the 6 in the corner.
All right, this next rack, I want to ask you about the Moscone Cup.
Okay.
Upcoming Moscone Cup.
All right.
I'll get your take on that.
Yeah, she can do it this way as well, but the problem, and not a problem really, but the difference between playing the 3 and then the 5 next is you'll have an easier shot on the 4. So it should be the 5, then the 3, then the 4, 6. Still not a problem. Still a decent way to do it, that's for sure. She's gotten pretty nice. Little bit off angle. Now this is where experience, you can really hold the ball here and just take a little cut on the 6. Now Nellie, just knowing her just for a match or so, she's not afraid of trying to work the cue ball, so we'll see.
With that 8 ball, Nellie takes a 1-0 lead in this race to 5. She will have the break when we return in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles that will help you take your game to the next level. Our top-rated customer service, same-day shipping, and 60-day satisfaction guarantee that even covers chalk cues means you can buy with confidence. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
Ready to enjoy pool at a whole new level? At PoolDog.com, we know that playing your best is simply more fun. That's why we offer a huge selection of pool cues from all the top brands backed by our 60-day satisfaction guarantee, including chalked cues. Build your ideal cue with custom options like shaft upgrades, precision tips, and more. You'll feel the difference immediately with a stick that's truly an extension of you. Get the performance you need, risk-free. Find your perfect cue at PoolDog.com.
And we are back here in Las Vegas, continuing coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship. Kaley preparing that rack. Nellie Del Rosario will have the break. So, Moscone Cup 2025. Yesterday you mentioned briefly we're going to have a better year. You didn't necessarily commit to Team USA winning, but you said a better year, and I'll be honest, I've had trouble getting enthusiastic about it this year because I just feel like it's the same roster. We're in London.
Yeah,
it didn't look good at the Reyes Cup, So tell me your take. Give me your take on this year's Moscone Cup while we watch these ladies navigate this second rack of the 8-ball set.
Well, I mean, I think Team USA, of course, you're going to have similar teams just like they did with Europe, but a little bit limited choices for a couple reasons, really. Mainly the Americans that participate in the events. That's a huge one. You're not going to pick someone who hasn't played any tournaments, right?
Right.
So, the last pick, we'll just go over that. It was going to come down between Billy and Lucas Werner, most likely just because Oscar had really not played a lot this year, and I think he's the other name that you would really think about.
Yeah. I don't have any issue with Billy.
No.
I mean, he's been on 2 winning teams.
Yeah,
he's won in London, so he's not my concern.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I understand.
It's can our top guys be our top guys?
Yeah, and that's where I think it's going to change. At the Reyes Cup, it didn't work out for us overall. We let some things slide, and then things went against us a little bit, and then we started to play better at the end, of course. But Fedor Gorst was pretty solid throughout, even though he had that crazy shirt foul and whatnot. And I just see something different with him with those team events. I think he's going to play real well.
Well, that's good because you've watched him all over the globe this year.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, I know you've been at most of these events he's competing, so you've seen him play quite a bit.
Yeah, and I think that's going to boost Shane to where, when Shane has had Fedor on there and he hasn't had to be the guy, you would think, Fedor hadn't played his best. So I think that kind of bled into maybe Shane not playing his best or maybe not being as motivated at times.
I feel like when we've seen Shane at his best in the Moscone Cup, it's generally when someone else on the team is playing lights out, and it was Sky Woodward in 18 and 19. So if you can get that from Fedor, or Sky can, bring that back out, I think it would make Shane more comfortable. But obviously when that hasn't been there, he's struggled. There's no doubt.
Well, I think it's just easier for some of those Moscone demons to come out with Shane when he sees some other guys struggle as well, and it's just human nature. But I think Fedor's going to lead the way. I think Skyler is looking to have a better cup than he's had the last couple years. We all know he's great in that setting, or a guy that can handle that setting. Billy and Tyler didn't have the greatest of years. He did have one semifinal in a big event, which was good, but he's struggled at times. But I think he's been one of the better Moscone players for Team America through the years.
Again, it's not Tyler and Billy that I necessarily. Yeah. I mean, sure, would you like to have a whopping number 4 and 5 like you get out in Team Europe? But I'm not. It's not those guys that I feel like have really cost us the last few years. It's the top 3. It's the big 3.
Well, the difference is though, and why you see that is the change in format where you can't play one player so many times, right?
Yeah.
So, you're easily, if the top player's playing a lot and not playing well, it's easy to say, hey, that was the one that cost us. But now it's going to be, pretty even overall. I think there's one extra singles match on day 3 that's kind of a free match, doesn't tie into anything. So I think that's going to relieve a little pressure off Federer and Shane as well. And to talk about the other team, you got a couple rookies, which I consider probably the best playing rookies to ever play.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just because, they're top 10 guys on tour, and you can't do that easily. And certainly a couple guys that could have made the team before if a captain wanted to pick them. But they are rookies, and I promise you, I've played everywhere in all kinds of sports. You cannot duplicate what you feel at the Moscone Cup.
Pally's tough in the wintertime, right?
Yeah, well, and also they could turn on them a little bit, kind of like Yankee fans a bit, you know, so.
Yeah.
So, but I just, several years there was 4-4, 5-4, and it seemed to get that separation at that point. I just feel like it's going to be a tight match, and I don't think you're going to see as much separation as you've seen in the past years.
What's your take on the player captain versus? Obviously you've been in that mix. Do you think that's the best way to go? It seemed like USA was obviously better when we had a captain, team captain.
Yeah, they've had a playing captain it's been a long time since last year. The one thing that I think kind of hurts a little bit on that regard is, man, you want to make it off points if you're a captain. You're not taking one of those wild card spots away, and both Jason and Skylar both are outside that top 3. So.
Yeah, you're bringing Skylar regardless.
Well, I think
if I'm
even
captain, I'm bringing him.
Yeah, I think so.
He
I think so for sure. But I think even more so, Jason, as deep as Europe is.
Yeah.
Even if Jason had a way off year, and let's say Skylar and Jason had a way off year both, I feel like it's easier to pick Jason just because of what he's done in that Moscone.
Can't leave him out.
Exactly.
You're not leaving him off that roster.
Yeah. Especially Ali Pally, I think.
Yeah, they freaking love him there, and he plays to that crowd.
He plays great.
Yeah, and he rises to the occasion.
One thing Jason does real well and a couple times he's won MVP, he's had some matches that were really not good, but then he rebounded really well. And I think one thing that's going to bode well for Europe is David Alcady.
Yeah,
I think he's playing as well as he's ever played, and he's really good in that format. He's a great doubles player. So,
all right. So there you have it. Jeremy Jones' take on the 2025 Moscone Cup upcoming, just a couple weeks. You going?
Yeah.
Going to London?
Oh yeah,
you're working.
I'm working it. All right, now the 13's a problem here, but just one other thing. I think if you get through 12 matches at the Moscone, I don't think you're going to see a 2-point difference after 12 matches. I think it's going to be really tight.
I hope so.
Still waiting to get down to that captain's pick, right?
Been rough.
Hill. Yeah, it has been. Okay, I think that may actually serve well for Kaley here. The 13 ball is very, very difficult. I just couldn't imagine how she could get shape. But maybe looking at it, at least maybe you get a bank of the 13. Now Nellie may be able to run out. Balls are open. She's taking on the 7, huh? Guess the 1's a little off angle. Okay, if you're going to take away the 7, you want to go ahead and get this 2 ball out of there as quickly as possible. You don't want to force it, but kind of take care of that end of the table and then just deal with the 1, 3, 4, 5. Guy you were talking about before, Ernesto Bayala, on the hill at 6'2", so he's looking to advance.
He always puts a run together here, doesn't he? He's always in the mix late.
I'll tell you, man, I've been around that guy. I've known him 30 years, and we've done a lot of things together. Golf, I don't know how much golf we play, but he's one of the most talented guys, period. It's like a 270 bowler. He's just, we had a fun event it was like a tri cup kind of thing where it was bowling, pool, and golf. And he said, yeah, I can bowl, don't worry. So he was a partner of a friend of mine, and then another mutual friend was my partner. It was a fun deal over a weekend. Coors Light, I think it was the sponsor. And he brought his own bowling ball. He had a couple of them and whatnot, and he just strike after strike after strike.
Nice.
And he said he hadn't bowled in like 12, 13 years at the time. So
it's funny.
You know them types that just do everything well. And here's that 2-ball I was talking about. So now she's falling a little straight. The 8-ball's a big impeding ball to try and get at that 2. Not afraid to work the cue ball. And it's definitely needed here. And like anything, if you're an underdog, that Moscone, it's all about the start, right? You got to have a good start if you're an underdog usually.
Yeah. I mean, I was there for 18 when we pulled that huge upset. You were there too.
Oh, yeah.
We actually started 0-2 that first day, and then I'll never forget Tyler Steyer. I think he was down 2-0 in that match too.
Yeah, Neil's fan missed a
comeback
billiard shot in the side to really win that match.
I'll never forget it because I didn't know who the hell Tyler Steyer was before that.
A lot of guys didn't,
Knew
actually.
who he was after. Never forgot it. Great moment. Very cool to be there for that particular year with the upset because there weren't a lot of Americans.
Mm-hmm.
There's maybe 100 Americans.
Oh, yeah,
else.
if that, yeah.
So when it would go silent in there, because Team USA was doing well, it was just this little section of us screaming our heads off. So it's an experience, no doubt. It's a better experience, though, when Team USA is winning. I promise you.
And then 2019 was,
that was a fun
another
one,
awesome one, too. So, all right, not in love with the jump shot, but not a lot on offer here. And that's why when you're playing 8-ball and you clear a little bit of one side of the table, go ahead and clear all of it because the ball can get you in trouble later in the rack. I wouldn't say terrible, even though she's left a shot. Kaley, she's going to definitely have to earn it with a difficult 13 ball, and I don't think she can get on the 13 now. I don't think she can hit this easy enough to hold. Yeah, and that's what all about trying to hold position on that 13. That's what caused that miss. All right, easy pickings here. I think the 2 goes comfortably by the 14. Just a little follow to play the 8 in the side. Could draw back. The 8 does go by the 12 as well. I'll tell you, if I had anything to say to Nellie is when she smooths the ball, doesn't miss much at all, really. It's when she tries to attack a little too much at times, which I guess is all of us, really.
Chance to take a 2-0 lead if she can pocket this 8-ball. No problem. Nellie Del Rosario now with a 2-0 lead in this race to 5, and she will have the break once again when we return in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles. Shop now and see for yourself. why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
Welcome back to continuing coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship from here in Las Vegas. Kaley Sullivan finishing up the rack for her opponent, Nellie Del Rosario, who leads 2-0 in this race to 5. This will be the final game of the 8-ball set.
Now, I don't know if it's the Chesapeake area or the U.S. Amateurs, but I've seen Kaley play before, I believe. Just something I recognize. Spent a lot of time in Chesapeake through the years, though, so it may have been in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking second ball again. Shoved one in the corner. It was a solid. Not sure she has any shot on the solids. Maybe the 5 in the side. Tough sledding here. It's going to be a difficult out. The 1's funny. The first shot is very difficult. The 4's in a very ugly position, so 3 doesn't pass the 11, so a ton of work here.
Big shout out to all of our sponsors: Action Cues, Kamui Tips, Aramith Balls, Diamond Tables, and our friends at PoolDog.com. A lot of love for these diamond tables. We got 33.
All right, she's just going to stop the cue ball here, trying to hold behind the 12. Let the cue ball go a little bit so the two's open. Still, everything's very difficult. I don't know if the 4 got kind of bumped there. Doesn't appear so. Now, does he draw the cue ball here for the 3? Got a gap at the 5. Looks like the 1 passes the 9 in the side. She could knock the 5 in and hold. She may be able to play the 1 and maybe even break out the 4. He'll come up the side rail a little bit, maybe the middle diamond or so. Nice shot. She's got nice on the 1. I don't know if there's enough angle to really open the 4, though, to really work the cue ball. Yeah, and there you have it. She get anything, though. Tell you, it's low percentage, but she just may have to go for a 3-7 combination in the side. Not really anywhere to run safety-wise. beautiful effort.
So when you come to Vegas, since we moved back to Vegas, right? When you come to Vegas, there's not only pool tournaments, but there's all kinds of different events going on. Case in point, there is a huge line dancing conference, I guess. I don't know if that's what you call it, happening here at the hotel, and apparently some of the line dancers are here in the audience taking in this match. So,
are these the people that make up the line dances?
I have no idea.
Oh, this may get fluked. Oh, didn't hurt things. Covered up that 4-ball.
I know they are an enthusiastic group, though, the line dancers. Maybe more enthusiastic than the pool players.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they've been going at it every day. And
I mean, you walk through there, and they're just doing their thing, line dancing away. I don't know if it's for points or they're just for joy, maybe both. If it's like competitive, I don't know.
I don't know either. I really don't.
Man.
And it was a variety of, ages of people and everything there as well. So
I might need to send Becky out with the microphone, do some interviews, get to the bottom of all this.
See if there's any pool playing line dancers. Okay, the 12's got the 4 covered up. I thought she may shoot the kiss shot and pocket the 12 for her opponent. Because here again, you don't want to get yourself painted into a corner where you really have no option to run out. Now the 4 may pass, but from what I can see, it doesn't play. All right, Kaley's got a chance to run out now. Now, if she plays the 12, she opens up that problem on the 4, but the problem otherwise is she has to take on a very long shot to get started otherwise. But the key to that is you take on that long shot, even if you miss. Can Nellie really do much damage with the 4 covered up? All right, you can see the 15 is kind of the lonely ball up the table you want to get at as quick as possible, or have some type of route to get at here in a moment. Yeah, she's perfect now. Gonna fall a little straight on the 15, so I don't know if she has an angle to go forward and be able to get on the 13 for somewhat of an easy shot. Otherwise, if she's got to draw the ball, she's got to work it pretty well.
Oh.
Swing and a
Reset.
miss. Yeah, really nice. Now she can roll it in. She can stun over. A lot of options. She's got plenty of angle here to draw the cue ball. Again, give it time to take the draw. If you overhit it, you don't get much out of it. Like this, she's come towards the side. And again, you got to be smoother so the spin really takes. Could have done a little better with ball in hand. I don't think it's a scratch or a natural scratch, but a little more missable.
Eight ball on the side for Kaley Sullivan. She'll take a point out of the 8-ball set. Nellie Del Rosario will take 2 and a 2-1 lead in this race to 5. We'll be back with the 9-ball set after a quick break.
Hey, listen, I know that you don't play pool, but my league team is looking for someone tonight who's never played, so you're coming with.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I can't believe it. You did it. We're going to Vegas.
He did it. He did it. Holy smokes, what a shot.
The 2 defeats the 9. David has beaten Goliath.
Ever wonder how good players can glide around the table pocketing balls? It's not luck or magic, it's cue ball control. Understanding the natural path of the cue ball is the first step to control. Then you'll learn how applying different spin will alter that path to get in position for your next ball. Want to control the cue ball like an expert? Discover this full tutorial, plus bonus drills in our Pool Dog Academy training archive. Dive in and start playing better pool.
Ready to enjoy pool at a whole new level? At PoolDog.com, we know that playing your best is simply more fun. That's why we offer a huge selection of pool cues from all the top brands backed by our 60-day satisfaction guarantee, including chalked cues. Build your ideal cue with custom options like shaft upgrades, precision tips, and more. You'll feel the difference immediately with a stick that's truly an extension of you. Get the performance you need, risk-free. Find your perfect cue at PoolDog.com.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
The Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Legendary. Vegas. Fun. Enjoy Westgate's classic gaming and entertainment. Savor fine dining. And experience the world's largest sportsbook, Westgate Superbook. It's all at the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. The Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Legendary. Vegas. Fun. Enjoy Westgate's classic gaming and entertainment. Savor fine dining. And experience the world's largest sportsbook, Westgate Superbook. It's all at the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino.
Ever wonder how good players can glide around the table pocketing balls? It's not luck or magic, it's cue ball control. Understanding the natural path of the cue ball is the first step to control. Then you'll learn how applying different spin will alter that path to get in position for your next ball. Want to control the cue ball like an expert? Discover this full tutorial, plus bonus drills in our Pool Dog Academy training archive.
Welcome back to Las Vegas, continuing coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship. Semifinal round in the women's division. Now in the 9-ball set. This is Kaley Sullivan at the table, trailing 2-1.
Yeah, dry break you don't see very often on the 9-ball side of things, but yeah, nice opener there. I think the 2 does go by the purple 4 ball. Not going to be easy to get on the 3, though.
Slow start to this 9-ball set. Nellie back to the table. As Tatum cutting, waits patiently somewhere in the hot seat.
Yeah, maybe.
Warm, cozy hot seat
Hitting
on a rainy day here in Vegas.
Yeah, maybe hitting a few balls or whatever she normally does to prepare before a match. It's been a little while. She may have gotten.
What do you like to do if you're in the you win the hot seat match? What do you like to do in between?
You know, my normally. I mean, just like I said, maybe get a small bite if I got a little time. Nothing major. You don't want too much food. Then I'll always
hard to eat before a match too, right?
Yeah, but a little
nerves.
something, you know, like just something super small. I always liked. Always like the cold cuts. Just eat a little handful of cold cuts. But
would you watch the match of your?
Rarely.
No, you
rarely.
don't watch it
Yeah.
all, okay.
Yeah,
you don't
usually
try to learn anything or.
No. I mean, really, to me, I mean, it was always more about myself. You know, like what I was doing at the table,
Okay.
and
You're so selfish.
yeah, well, you got to be a little bit. I think, yeah. But yeah, maybe hit a few balls and, you know, hit a few break shots. Yeah, I think she's just going to stop there, roll forward a little bit, play the 3 in the side. Probably an 8-9 combination later in the rack to finish it.
It has been raining all day in Las Vegas.
It's amazing, yeah.
I have spent more than like 2 years of my life in this town. I don't know if I've ever seen it rain like for a full day.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Have you? A full day?
Yeah, well, I lived here for a year.
I mean, I've seen thunderstorms roll through. I don't remember. A full
Gets
day.
pretty dangerous on those roads as well. I mean, the more the rain actually is less. It's not quite as slick, but when it first rains, it's pretty treacherous, especially in the summertime. But, yeah, from what I saw, the whole West Coast, well, not the whole West Coast, but California and Nevada getting a lot of rain and kind of abnormal. Supposed to rain all week in California coming up. All right, Kaley getting a little groove going here in rack number 4. I think sometimes, and it's not just the ladies, anyone that gets in this big setting, you can kind of lose your rhythm a little bit, maybe overthink things. The basis of the game is just knocking those balls in, and that's what you want to keep in mind. Pretty good position here. Now she just needs to draw back. You want a good 2 feet out of the cue ball, probably. Oh, she got plenty. This is going to bounce up nicely. There you have it. Nice clearance after the ball in hand to tie our score at 2 apiece.
And Kaley will have the break when we return in just a moment. And welcome back to Las Vegas, continuing coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship Women's Division. Kaley Sullivan preparing to break here.
Yeah, very good break off there, and it's got a nice shot on the one. See from the overhead, a great spread, really. Pretty much has a shot on every ball on the table, and that's just ideal. Now, if the 2 passes the 8, she could play this in the corner, the 1, and draw back a little bit for the 2 in the side. She's going to take the 1 in the side, so she's going to work the cue ball. That's the problem with the 1 in the side. It's an easier shot to pocket the 1, but where are you going with the rock, really? I like this better. This is not a hard shot for her anyways. Confident stroke. Not a full pocket here, but it does go. This has got to track a little harder. It's going to get fairly straight for the side, but definitely not easy. But I think one she'll shoot at. Maybe play the 4 off the 8. That's a possibility. Pretty big ball. And the good thing about playing it off the 8 is you can hit the 8 somewhat thick and still make it somewhat thin and all that in between as long as the speed's right. This is one you don't want to baby it, but you don't want to blast it. Just something in the middle. Showing some skills and
nice,
and some insight as well. Tough one here though. Off the rail, cue ball kind of going towards that opposite corner. Oh, she's going to jack up. What she's sizing up is, am I going to scratch if I level out, try and pocket this ball? I think with a good stroke, she dodges the scratch. She's not going to take a chance, though. Going to get away with this a little bit. Right idea. She just overhit it a little bit. So the cue ball, I think, has come open for the 5. Maybe not. Yeah, smart there, not trying to dig on the cue ball and get closer. That would have possibly resulted in getting snookered behind the 9, maybe jacked up over the 9. Just got to make one little nice shot from distance. she needs a nice bump. She's going to get on top of this a little bit. And for her first lead in this match. And a really nice run out.
All right. As you said, Kaley Sullivan now leading 3-2 in this race to 5, and she'll have the break once again when we return in just a moment.
PoolDog.com is the best place to buy billiard supplies. We have a massive selection of pool cues and billiard accessories featuring all of the top brands and styles. Shop now and see for yourself why PoolDog.com is the pool player's best friend.
Well, welcome back to continuing coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship from Las Vegas. Semifinal round of the women's division. Kaley Sullivan at the table, now leading 3-2 in this race to 5. At one point, she trailed 2-0, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0, I believe.
She's won 3 straight.
Yeah, she lost the first 2 games 8-ball for sure, yeah. Going to get a nice look here on the 1. The 2's not too far away, so she can ease this in. Hold the cue ball. It'd be the 2, the 3 up table, and then come down for the remaining 5 balls. So definitely a possibility for a break and run here. Now she's looking at what angle on the 3 she wants to carry her up table for the 4. I like what she looked at first, stand above the 3. Just roll this in, maybe go 16, 18 inches forward. I think she's perfect to do so. If she goes any further, she could get a little flat, and then she's got to really work the cue ball. Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. This is going to really slow things down. Her first instinct she looked at was definitely correct. And now she'll make the 3, but she's got a long one on the 4.
We will have the championship final shortly after this match concludes. Originally scheduled for 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. That is likely to be a little delayed, maybe 30 minutes or so. I think this match started about 30 minutes late. But we will have coverage. One of these 2 ladies will compete against Tatum Cutting, who is anxiously awaiting. That will be an extended race.
Yeah, and that, Tatum played a really good match. So did Nellie in that hot seat match. But I think you're going to see Tatum play really well in the final. I just get a feeling, she's gotten to where she wants. Going to be comfortable. A little longer race, which always tends to make things easier on the mind.
I'd have to go back and look at the stats, but I feel like there's a pretty good number of champs who have lost in the hot seat match and come back and got revenge.
Oh, yeah.
In our history. I'd have to look at exactly how many times that happened, but it's out there, could happen. I mean, it was so close with Nellie and Tatum in that hot seat match.
You get to any tournament, especially ones that aren't handicapped, open events. when they get down there, they're going to be fairly evenly matched to where, whoever plays their best game is usually going to win. And it gets back to what other sports always say, that it's hard to beat the same team twice in one season.
Yeah.
Now in pool, it can be a little more mental. I know I could name a handful of guys that, I should have beat them a lot. And it was just one of those things mentally that it took a while to get over. All right, nice shot there on the 4. She's a little off angle. Does he draw it or does he try to go forward?
Rattled it.
Yeah. Now Nellie has a chance. Hadn't won a game and since those first 2 games of 8-ball. When I watch Nellie, and it's just, again, a small sample size, I like the skills. I feel like if she just got herself going a little bit, don't pick apart every shot, like get some rhythm in there, I think we'd see a really high gear. Watch out, cue ball. Now the cue ball's going to be near the rail. She does have a pocket for the 7, but nothing easy. And position on the 8s. Unless he really slow rolls this or elevates the cue, is not easy either. And she doesn't want to make the 7 and not have position on the 8, so she may fluke it. No, it's set up now. Now she kind of looked to see how steep the 9 in the side is, but that means she maybe wants to roll the 8-ball in instead of drawing off the 8. But she's shown us she can really move the cue ball. Well, like right there. Yeah, nice hit there. She's going to fall a little funny on the 9, but all right, she's looking at the side. Caught it a little thick. It's going to hang. And I don't think the 9's a problem, really. Don't think so anyways. Just a little chip shot. One thing you have to make sure of here is the cue ball. There you have it. Our match is tied, 3 apiece, and this is going to be 2 out of 3 to get to the finals.
We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back in just a moment. And we are back here in Las Vegas, continuing coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship Women's Division. Nellie Del Rosario out of San Diego at the table has just tied this match at 3 racks apiece. Well, what do you think, Jeremy? Can Nellie this time around finish it off? She was close in the last match, close here.
Oh, yeah, I think she certainly can. Oh, no. Oh, no. Trying to cheat that pocket a little bit, yeah. I feel like we're going to get to another heel match, but okay, the 6-7 is a little bit of an issue tied up. She could shoot the 3 with a high ball into that side where she's aimed and kind of go into the 6-7 and still have position on that 4.
Did you say 6-7?
Oh, is that what the kids thinks, right?
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
My mind goes right to it.
No, I've heard more of that in the last week with the kids and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
That's all good. Yeah. I still don't know what it means, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's a funny thing, though. Yeah. They've trained me on some of the other phrases and whatnot, but the kids have, but still don't understand that one. Just really got introduced to it about a week or 10 days ago. I was like, what are y'all talking about? But all right, she's overrun it a little bit here, but I think she can still draw back and take the cut on the 5.
I'm going to have to clip that video for my kids.
one for y'all, kiddos.
They'll lose it. It's ridiculous.
Oh, great shot.
Nice.
Great shot. Did she get a pocket? I think she did. Does the 6 go by the 9? I believe so. Taking a few looks, so it must be somewhat tight. Just wants to kind of pinch it a little bit with the draw. Yeah, nice shot. Making a real classy out here. Try and get on the hill. Now she just got to roll forward, get the speed right, get somewhat straight-ish on the 8. Little shy of ideal, so she's either going to have to make a decision. Does she roll forward and take the shot on the 9, or does she really try to work the cue ball into a better position? I'd say just go forward and, use your skills a little bit, knock the 9 in. And now that's a good one to size up where you want to shoot it from. So often, whenever you try to do too much, you never get that shot at the 9. You know what I mean? You make a mistake somewhere else. I'd like to have been off the rail a bit more myself. I always rather have a little more cut and have the cue ball off the cushion. You're going to make it at a higher percentage. Easy to overcut this ball. Oh, she undercut it.
Big opportunity now for Nellie. And what a swing in this match that would be.
Yeah, it's been a match of swings, even if it's for the short race to 5. 2 to open from Nellie, 4. 3 in a row from Kaley, and now looking for 2 in a row to get on the hill.
Nine ball is down. Nellie Del Rosario is on the hill once again, Jeremy. We'll see if she can put it away in this next rack.
Hey, listen, I know that you don't play pool, but my league team is looking for someone tonight who's never played, so you're coming with.
Hey. Welcome. Hey, how you doing?
I can't believe it. You did it. We're going to Vegas.
Hey, he did it. He did it. Holy smokes, what a shot.
The 2 defeats the 9. David has beaten Goliath.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. Continuing coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship Women's Division. Nellie Del Rosario now on the hill with a chance to put this match away, punch her ticket to a championship rematch with Tatum Cutting.
All right, nice break off. The ones, she got to look at the one, but it's not easy. I think she will attack, though. Why not? Could kind of cut the one towards the 4-7 and come back behind the 5-2. That's a real nice safety and real easy. Went for the bank. Bit of a two-way shot, it looks like. Yeah, I'm not in love with the jump here. Not really easy to make. I think the one does cut in, but you got a long ways to go to get over the 2, and you got to get the cue ball down quickly. The 4's not easy, so I really like the kick shot off the top rail, but these players these days are so good with the jump cue.
Ball in hand foul there. A better look at it there with the overhead.
Yeah, and I guess what she's really thinking about is trying to get an angle on the 2 to maybe go into that 4 ball that's a little tied up. I hate to say it, but with that 6-7 around the 4 ball.
He did it again.
I know. It can be a little gambling going into him, so I may just knock the 2 in here and play a nice safety behind the 6. Nellie makes me nervous a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, she's overrun this. Maybe just a touch to make things easy. Still can get the safety, though. Or does the 4 play? Does the 4 slide by the 6? You're kind of down that line, Jason. Is there a pocket available there? No, she's playing safe if she's hitting top English. And that's why I was saying she kind of overran that position off the 2. She's upset about it, Nellie, but where she was at, that wasn't easy. She had to be very subtle. Quite a few people sweating this match. Now we'll see if Kaley can get a whole lot out of the cue ball. She just maybe stops there, takes the long shot on the 5. Should be able to handle this one opposite-handed, I would think. Yeah, she's got to slow roll this in. That's really a shot to give her a chance to win the match. She can make the 5 and hold for the 6.
Starting to sense a lot of nervous tension in the room.
Yeah. And I really think for Nellie sometimes, again, just don't take that extra time. Just go with your gut. Let the arm get loose. Is she looking at a safety here? Thought she could cut this in and go back and forth. Maybe even take on the bank. Well, Nellie's going to get another chance.
Our championship match is likely to kick off 15 minutes or so after this match concludes. If you want, just make sure you give us a like or a follow on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get a notification as soon as the next match goes live.
Yeah, cut it a little thin to the pocket. That's why she snookered. Well, this needs to slow down a little bit. It will for the corner. It's going to give her a nice angle to come over for the 8. Really, this should be the winning shot to get us to hill. Shot cue ball. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah. Surprised she eased it, to be fair, but any more speed, that ball drops, really.
Nellie now with a golden opportunity. Finish this match off. Rematch with Tatum cutting. Extended race.
Yeah, again, 2 in a row to start, 3 in a row from Kaley to take that lead, but maybe 3 in a row to finish for Nellie. Just got to come off what is her right side of the 8 ball. Don't like trying to draw this or anything. Just kind of roll up the right side of the table. I'm just going to get on top of this, but I think it's going to be okay. Talk about short position. It's always tricky, though, when the ball's hanging, you know what I mean, to come out of the pocket with the cue ball, and you see a lot of mistakes at all levels. And, you know, you say mistakes, but funny things, let's say.
She's got it. Congratulations to Nellie Del Rosario celebrating there in the pit. She's moving on to that rematch, Jeremy. She's going to take on Tatum Cutting here in the championship match, probably in about 20 minutes or so. Give us a little bit of time to get things reset, and we appreciate you folks tuning in, and we'll see you here in just a few minutes.